There was a man named Thomas who lived in a small town by the sea. To everyone around him, Thomas appeared to have it all: a loving wife, 2 children, a good job, and a warm home. But inside he was fighting a battle no one could see. Each day he woke up feeling heavy, like a weight was pressing down on his chest. He would go through the motions, smiling when required, laughing when expected, but inside his thoughts were consumed by darkness and hopelessness. He felt as though he were drowning, his mind clouded with doubt and fear. One evening, while walking along the beach to clear his head, Thomas found an old weathered mirror half buried in the sand. Curiosity piqued. He dug it out and cleaned the grime off its surface. When he looked into the mirror, instead of seeing his reflection, he saw a shattered image of himself, cracked, distorted, and fragmented. Confused, Thomas turned the mirror over, hoping to find some explanation. On the back, in faded letters, were the words, "You are not broken, just cracked." He stared at the message for a long time, feeling a flicker of something he hadn't felt in a long while: hope. He sat on the sand, still holding the mirror as the waves gently lapped at the shore. He realized that the mirror, much like his own life, wasn't truly broken. It was just cracked, with pieces missing, but still whole in its own way. For days after that, Thomas returned to the beach, staring at the mirror and reflecting on its message. Slowly, he began to understand something profound. Depression had made him feel shattered, isolated, and incomplete. But that didn't mean he was beyond repair. Just like the mirror, he was cracked but not broken. He could still heal, piece by piece. With each passing day, Thomas sought help, started talking to his wife about how he felt, and reached out to a therapist. He wasn't always strong, and some days felt heavier than others. But little by little, he began to put the pieces of himself back together. The weight of depression didn't vanish overnight, but it became easier to bear. Thomas learned that healing wasn't about becoming perfect again. It was about accepting that his cracks were part of him, not something to be ashamed of. The mirror had shown him that even in brokenness, there was still beauty and strength. Years later, when Thomas had found his way back to peace, he kept the old mirror as a reminder. He no longer saw a shattered reflection, but a man who had endured, who had cracked and healed, who had found light in the darkest of places. No one is truly broken, even when they feel shattered. Healing comes from embracing our imperfections, seeking support, and allowing ourselves the grace to heal. It's the cracks that allow light to shine through, and it's through our struggles that we often find our deepest strength. If you like the video, subscribe for more motivational videos.